What's quacking, everyone? It's the Duck Chris, and the gang is all here for the last day of Trailblazer Reloaded. We've got 111 caskets to open, and it's the last day, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about the series, about the league, and about how I've been feeling. Let's just get going while we do this. It's been a great league. I didn't really have a ton of plans coming in. I knew I wanted to go for the bloodhound, and I knew that I had a pretty good build to work on that quickly, but I didn't know kind of how long I was going to try and go. My friends kept teasing me about like, oh, what if you just like get the bloodhound within the first 3 master clues? And then I kept thinking like, well, I'll have to do something else and I have to come up with some other goal, but you know, that's not really what happened, and I guess we should have expected that because RNG is RNG. You never really know what's going to happen. But I'm glad that it, meant that my build was actually important because I needed to do quite a lot of masters. And yeah, it's unfortunate that I got sick halfway through and it wasn't able to do as many as I maybe could have. I probably could have gotten up to like 1,000, maybe 1,200. That would have kind of been interesting, but you never know. Oh goodness, I didn't realize that was a teleport. Okay, well, let's get back to Narda somehow. Yeah, so I didn't realize, no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, 1,200 master clues maybe was what I was going to top out at, but I guess you never really know how much it's going to be at the end of the day. And of course, we could have gone, totally unlucky 6,000 master clues, and there's a scenario where you never get the pet. But that's pet hunting. That's just kind of what it's like. Sometimes you don't get the pet, and that's just kind of annoying. But you know what? It's normal. And in this case, I guess we'll see. We still have 100 casts to go, so there's still the chance that we can get it. But for now, it's looking like probably it's a low chance. But that's okay, because my main goal for this series was to make a series. 10 episodes, this is, it's kind of like 9, and this is more of an epilogue episode, but learned a lot along the way. So, at each step, the episodes became quite different. I tried to change up the pace because, after the first 3 anguish kits you see in a row, you're like, okay, he's getting an anguish kit every other clue. This isn't really interesting. So I tried to mix it up a little bit. But, it was learning experience for along the way. I spent a lot of time using DaVinci and practicing editing and stuff. Let's see, Third Age? No. So that was a unique experience as well. Oh, Dupe Anku Top. Crazy. Took me a while to get my first one of those, but second one coming in. And of course, just a bit of an experiment onto what people were interested in watching as well. Gilded D'Hide Body and a bonus. Nice. Oh shit, back-to-back Gilded. That is crazy. I've never seen that before. Body into pickaxe. Wow. Did I get any Narda teleports already? No. I'll keep an eye out for that. Oh, Jesus. Gilded Mummy's head. I still need Mummy's body. What? Back-to-back Mummy's head. What the hell is going on? I'm literally just trying to talk about my series. This is crazy. There's Anti-Venoms. That's a mega rare roll. Jesus. Okay. This last stack is really giving the goods. This is nuts. Yeah, so it's back-to-back mega rares again. Gilded Axe. Okay. What is happening, man? It's actually nuts. They're really bringing all the goods on the last day. Yeah, so it's been a fun series. I think my personal highlights, I really enjoyed that first stack of masters and just the feeling that this could be anything. This could be mega rares. This could be bloodhound. This could be, a whole bunch of fun stuff. So That was really cool. What else? I really enjoyed doing all the bosses, especially Leviathan, Duke, and Vardorvis with diamond bolts and stuff. I thought that was, I guess Leviathan was just normal but quite fast. But the other ones were, very weird. I didn't know until this league that you needed herblore requirements to do full damage to the Duke. We're learning new stuff every day. The game knowledge is always going up. The Duke with range was actually not terrible. Like, I feel like there's definitely going to be some kind of Snowflake account in the future that will end up doing that, like, for real. Being like, I'm range only, but I did DT2, and then you end up being like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know if there's a way to do Whisper, because I haven't done Whisper, but there might be a way. Diamond bolts or something, rubies. Yeah, I think you can ruby it. I think people were doing that in the speedrun cup, so it must be possible. But yeah, I wasn't able to try that out myself because it didn't have the regions. My regions were quite fun. I do feel like it was kind of 5% repetitive, because last league, for those who don't know, I did take the desert and range as well. Obviously, it was very different. There's no Tombs of Amascut, but it just means that a lot of the tasks that were here, I didn't feel like doing. So I didn't really go for points because I'm like, oh, the Pyramid Plunder grind, oh, the Squirt grind, oh, the MTA grind. Like, I did all that stuff. I did it last league. Oh, Ring of Third Age. Let's go. Okay. Finally. Jeez. What is that? 45 mimics? Not bad. I thought that would not happen. So thank God for that. Very cool. Finally. But yeah, so I did a lot of the desert stuff last Trailblazer. Not just last league, sorry, but last Trailblazer. Oh, mommy's feet. And in that one, I picked range, desert, Zaya. No, not Zaya. Elf, whatever, Priftinus. And what was my third region? It must have been. It wasn't Fremenic. It was. I don't know. I'll think about it, but I'll come back to it. Yeah, but so I wasn't totally interested in going for points because I got Dragon Trophy that league. That was the takeaway. So I did spend quite some time. Oh, I did Mauritania, which was a mistake because there's nothing there for range. But I just thought I wanted to do Tob, right? So, so I could have gone some totally different regions, and I probably would have if I was going to go for points. I just determined that these regions were the best build for the Bloodhound specifically. And I think I'm standing by that. A lot of the other, I mean, there's two other people, shout out to them, MK1 and, what was the guy's name again? 1 second. Sigmar? Yeah, hey Sigmar. That were pretty clearly going for Bloodhound, or at least doing Masters. I know I saw Sigmar's post on Reddit that he got the Hound at around 707. So that's cool. Good for him. But I think he went no Venator Bow. I think he went as Garnia for the ZCB, which is, it's like a more powerful range build overall, but less powerful for killing abyssal demons quickly. But I don't think it probably matters that much. We each have our long tasks. He probably had to get the Bandos Godsword and Bandos Plate Body, while I had to do the Pyramid Plunder Step. So, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it all kind of probably evens out in the end. I enjoyed my route. I thought it was fun. Desert was good because of getting Missouri and being able to raid with friends and stuff. Because of course, as we all know, RuneScape, as much as people like to say it's a solo player game, like it's really a multiplayer game. And the more that you get to play with your friends, the more fun it's going to be. So I'm glad that we got to do that. Probably could have raided more with chambers, but again, it's all down to what your friends choose. And my friends didn't really take Zaya, so I didn't have that opportunity to raid with them. But that's okay. I've done a lot of chambers in the past, so and I also did it in both Twisted League and in Shattered Relics. So I've done, not only have I done chambers, I've also done chambers with relics. So that's fine. I'll probably get back to that at some point because it is one of my favorite pieces of content. But yeah, just for the process of doing the clues, I think my regions worked out quite well. Fremennik was really fun. I really enjoyed Fremennik mostly because it was new. It was stuff that I hadn't done before in a league, and it was stuff that worked out really well with my relics. DKs with only range was really weird and fun. It went a little dry there, but I mean, that means I did like between 1 and 200 kills of each. Like, that's not a lot. It takes a few hours. Big deal. But let's open this one here. Oh, back-to-back Ring of Third Age and a Gilded Spade. That's a fun one. That is a funny looking one right there. So, yeah, Fremennik was really fun. Vorkath at low levels was a very interesting challenge. It's just so weird to be doing PVM where you're like, yeah, he could just 2-hit me. Like, and I have to just eat up really fast. But you eat up your whole health in like 2 eats. So that was really unique. And that's what Leagues is all about, is finding these like weird, unique challenges. Oh, finally some Narda Scrolls. Okay, where's my... There we go. Finding some unique challenges, finding some unique gameplay, things that you can't do in the main game, or because why would you attempt Vorkath at level 40? But that's something that I really enjoyed from Trailblazer 1 as well. We got to try... I remember trying Corrupted Gauntlet as soon as I got to Prif, and it was my second region. Like, I didn't even have Desert yet. So it was pretty much like I got there. Oh, nice double English kit. I got there. I was like level 60 range, and I was like, fuck it, we're going in. And we did, and we like killed it pretty quick because just the double speed on the range in there and the accuracy Enku Mask was super nice. As everyone knows, like, relics are super OP, so you really don't have to wait until you're geared up, which is, I think, one of the things that was kind of interesting about this league. Oh, there we go. New item, Gilded Square Shield. That's such a cool one. I'm actually just going to wear that. It's so weird looking. Like, it's just a square, but I love it. It's actually sick. One of the weird things about this league, I thought, is that with the drop rate multiplier so high, it felt like everyone had best in slot gear relatively quickly. But of course, with the power level in leagues, you don't need best in slot gear. You can do every content in the game quite easily with like mid-level gear, like a whip, rune crossbow, trident, So I do think that was a bit... I mean, people obviously love to use the highest powered setups, but the thing is, it's like, it makes everything so completely trivial. Like, every, boss in the game, well, not every boss, but many bosses in the game with Mage, Berserker, and the Shadow just became like, oh, you're just going to 1, 2, 3 hit this. Like, it's just dead. So, I mean, I can't speak for you guys, but when I was watching that content, I'm like, this is boring. Like, obviously, it's not like the most thrilling to watch someone kill Kraken or Thermi, but why did I go here? But when you're not even killing it, you're just pressing a button and it deletes from the game and you get a drop. It's like even more boring, I think. Obviously, it's kind of cool for the people because they just finish it quickly, but I do think that we didn't need the drop rate to be this crazy. Oh, back-to-back mimics. And that's probably a controversial take because I know people love, again, they love using the best in slot gear. They love using the crazy stuff and they hate going dry. But I think that we could have had maybe a relic choice to help with that instead of just a passive. So like maybe like there's a relic that allows you to target a specific drop and it's like a tier 7 relic and not tier or like second last tier, I guess. There's what, 8 tiers this league? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. So if it was like tier 7 where you're like still building your shit, but it's not like totally the most helpful end game, I think that would be a bit of a trade-off where it's like, okay, if you really want your best in slot ASAP, then you have to sacrifice a little for it instead of everyone just getting, you know, the best in slots just so fast. Just made it a little boring because, yeah, as I said, I think the most important or the most fun part of leagues is attempting challenges with subpar gear and stats and just letting the relics really carry you. So I think that was missing a little bit from this league because people were just like, well, let's just rush the highest gear ASAP and then we can do all the content. Other things that I think this league excelled at, another Gilded Axe, very cool. Another thing that I think this league excelled at was just the pacing overall. Like for the relics, I think it was like very good in terms of the amount of points. There wasn't really any point where I felt like this is going way too slow, even though we had 8 tiers of relics. Like the chunks from tier 6 to 7 to 8, like they're not that far apart, and by the time that you start getting that power level, you have access to a lot of good points. I thought the points per task were balanced really well. It's clear that they've been doing this for a while now and they have like a better handle on how long things should take. 800 master clues. So I think that was really interesting and like just felt really good, especially compared to Shattered Relics, which I think people found to be a bit subpar in terms of the progression curve. Like it took a long time to kind of get going, and there was an RNG aspect to like getting your relics, which people didn't really like. And then once you got to the end, it was just so quick because everyone had every relic that it got really boring really fast, at least for me. So I think this league did a lot better in terms of like making that progression curve feel really smooth. And of course, it excelled in the Trailblazer way of just, you know, letting people choose their own path and stuff, which I think is one of the key features of leagues and also RuneScape as a whole. So yeah, it's been a fun league. It's been a fun series. I had a good time making these videos, even though they weren't, you know, as watched as some of my other ones, but that's okay. Experimenting with new stuff is always going to lead to, you know, a bit of an inconsistent audience, but that's fine. Thank you for those of you who did watch, and I hope you enjoyed this series, and I might try to do more progress in the future, but I do think that people aren't 100% interested in my main account progress, such as it is, because it's quite slow. 10 caskets left. Looks like we're going to finish around 838, 832 maybe, 8 more, and 1 more mimic. This might be our last significant chance to get third age because it's not looking so hot for the third age. And yeah, man, this is just clues. Like as much as we have the boosted rates and we have all these buffs, the truth is you can do 800 master caskets with 5 times boosted rates and only see 2 pieces of third age. Like the equivalent of main game is like, what do we say, 800 times 5, that's 4,000 master clues. You could do 4,000 master clues and only see 2 pieces of third age. That's just the game we play, and sometimes you don't get lucky. And of course, you know, for those of people who are doing collection log in the main game, everyone knows how much of a lottery it really is. Obviously, you can finish all the other drops, but Third Age is its own lottery system altogether. No Third Age from that one. Manta Rays. And it looks like we got 7 caskets to finish out. Back-to-back mimics. There's still a chance, guys. There's still a chance. As for what's next for me, now that we've finished this series, I'm not really sure. I had some rambles for the end of the year planned. I might just do kind of a mega ramble to end off the year to talk about the survey and maybe some predictions for the Winter Summit that's coming up very soon. That would probably be a very informal ramble style video, kind of like this one, and like a lot of the older videos on my channel. So for those of people who like that sort of style, I definitely think it's worth continuing, and it'll be a fun discussion on that. Other things that I was thinking about doing, I had some video ideas about weird drop rates that Jagex has used in the past. Oh, I thought that was gilded, but it's not. I had some fun guide ideas, but I don't really think that any of them are too pressing. So we'll just have to see what comes. Made a lot of videos in the past year. It's been a great year for YouTube, 2023, and I'm sure 2024 is going to be just as fun. Inku gloves, one last Inku piece, 2 more caskets, 1 more casket. We're going to end on 835. Oh, 836. And that's it. Folks, we did not get the bloodhound. We struggled, we grinded, and it just didn't work out. But you know what? That's the game. 836 caskets finished. Here's our final tab. Let's move. I'll move my Third Age Van braces over here, even though I got them from hard, but it just looks cool. Here's my final tab. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 16, 17, 21, 24, 27, 29, 29 pieces of gilded. Actually 30 with the square shield that I'm currently wearing. So let's put that in the tab as well. 30 pieces of gilded. We got 2 other mega rare items, 3 pieces of Third Age total, and this should be 60 anti-venom. So that's 4 rolls on anti-venoms, 5 rolls on cabbage, and 2 rolls on clean toadstools. We finished full Anku, almost full mummy, still missing 1 mummy piece. Let's put that on, why not? It looks cool. And one more thing we can do before the league ends is to sacrifice our Infernal and Fire Capes. This is something I did last league and had a good time doing it. Do I have a hilt? Gommel's hilt. I cannot tell which one will work with that. Alright, we'll just run over there ourselves. I do already have the Nibbler, but you know, we could get points for it. And I do not have the Jad Pet, so we have 1 chance at the Jad Pet, because we have a Fire Cape in our stash unit. So yeah, it's been a really fun league. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in other videos on this channel, I have a lot more of these discussion type videos. I have some guides. I have a lot of coverage of new updates that might be coming, such as sailing. I have a lot of sailing discussion videos, and we'll definitely continue those. Look at that chat head. What the hell is that? I have a Fire Cape here. Bargain. Yes. You not lucky. Yeah, I have a lot of sailing videos. I'm hoping that they give us some more sailing info soon. I'm not really sure if they've said anything about the timeline on that, but definitely interesting. And I have, you know, some funny other videos. Like I have a fun video that I did where I was just roasting Reddit for being noobs, and that was pretty fun. I'll definitely look to do some more stuff like that soon. But until next time, again guys, thank you for watching. It's been a great series, 10 episodes. I think it's pretty clean, and it's been a great league. I'm looking forward to getting back on the main game. My short-term account goals on the main game. I'm going to get 200 mil range. I'm going to finish off Leviathan Pet. I might go for Blood Torva because I already have one of those down. But other than that, what? You already have Jalnibrek. Huh, okay, so do I have to... Alright, well, 1 second. Alright, I put my I put my Nibbler in a safe place to rest. So let's see if we can get him back. No Jalnibrek for you. Alright, that's it, guys. We're done. 838 Master Clues, no Bloodhound. I guess we'll have to get him back in the next league. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later. Peace.